Nice. Beautiful. Or not.
Hello, hello everyone.
Afternoon. I love the poppies.
How is everyone's doing?
Barely keeping up, but we're here on time.
Good.
How about
And
yourself?
how about Eric? How are you?
Good, just a little tired.
Tired, right? Approaching to the end of quarter. Okay. And
Yeah,
how about Alex? How is your doing?
Same as Eric. I'm good, but I'm tired.
Okay. And how about Daniel?
Same thing. Tired.
Everyone is tired. Okay. Okay. So yeah, we just hang on over there, right? And I hope this class is not when you every time have this class not too stressful, and music is kind of relaxation for everyone. Of course, we have certain principles, but hope you enjoy the music at most of time, right? Sometimes not when we practice, right? When we are really practice the drills, we have to do a lot of repetitions, maybe not, but the most of the time, especially when you have the good accomplishment for the final piece, that's the moment. Okay.
The counselors seem to think we're taking these classes for fun. I don't get it.
Okay. All right, so today we do not have so many new things. Okay, so we will more focusing on the chord progressions patterns. So we played several chord progressions in the past, but this class we going to really knowing and understanding those patterns and try to do it in any major keys. So like the pattern in any major chords will be the same. So we will be really knowing and analysis this. And we will do the 3 minute technique, which is we will hear it in the Friday's hearing session. I hope some students already practice a little bit by yourself. We will go into directly to the difficult things. And then the last one will have the new repertoire at the end for the looking at the river. Okay, so first set rates. So the second one we did in the last time, but I really want you all go through again for number 24 and 25 and thinking about the chords while you are playing. Okay, so give you a couple minutes to try on your keyboard.
Do you mean play chords with the right hand?
No. Knowing the chords, for example, the measure one is C major, one chord, right? And the measure two still C major. And how about measure three? It's kind of G7, which is 5/7 chords. So using that chord progressions help you set rate. Okay, everyone, let's do together. So when we are playing together, I just want you to try the two tips. First, no look at the keyboard. So I try always stay on the. Sorry, someone is coming, so I will allow them to come to give me a second. I don't know what happened. Oh, it's okay. Okay, you guys practice a little bit by yourself. All right, so let's go ahead to play together. So let's do the 24. When you do these two tips, one, eyes just need to be stay on the screen in the number 24 examples. The second tip is your eyes need to move a little bit ahead to the next notes when you play the current notes. So eyes need to move ahead for the next one. Okay, so let's try these two tips and try to follow my beats. 4 beats before we start. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Look ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now let's go to measure 25. Same thing. So you don't actually have time to look from music back to the keyboard. Up, down several times. But you need to feel by your fingerings coordinations. Like your right hand finger 5 do with together with finger 5 in left hand, and then 3, 1 together and 2, 1. So really use your fingers to coordinate. And eyes need to be a little bit earlier than your fingers. 25, 4 beats before we start. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's it. Remember, eyes need to be earlier than your fingers, as well as you need to feel by your fingers for the notes, not just everything down by your eyes. Okay, page 71. For this one, this technique, I would everyone to focus on the third line, which is start from the measure 5. Okay, now just to practice your right hand chords. Chords meaning you will play the first G, just the G chord. Play them in the block chords, not broken one, okay? And second will be C, and G, and D. So play all 3 notes together in this the third lines. First, just your right hand. So play these 3 together. The notes are together, because when you play together, you find they're actually the chords. Okay, now once you down the chords, with left hand, but keep the beat. So you will be do 1, 2. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay, so right hand chords, left hand hands, notes. Play by your hands together. Just start from measure 5. Okay, Katie, you want to play for us? So just play not every notes, but play chords.
My chords.
Yes. Right. Almost there. Just measure 6. Yes, the G chords.
Time lag.
Yes, good. Okay, now everyone, after you down the chords, right hand alone. So right hand alone, there is a technique will be okay, so we need to use the wrist when we do this slur. Okay, so watch my wrist again. Okay, watch my wrist again. When I do, I will be do down, up, down, up, but do not play accent on the one. Just down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay? Now try by yourself. I'm just watching you, so maybe you can do adjust your camera. Good, you all guys doing well. Just one thing, when you do after you do one chord, G, B, D, you need to be rest right after the D, which is the last note of the slur. So down, up, rest, down, up, rest. Do not holding your finger 5 to the next chords. Show me the rest. Okay, I think we are doing right hand, right? Everyone. Okay, now put your left hand with that and keep the beat. So we'll be 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 8th rest study, right? So we have to hear the rest. Okay. Alex, would you like to play for us? Just the measures from measure 5 to the end. good, very good. If I just pick one thing, so maybe left hand do not too loud because left hand is a bass and now cover the right hand. So balance, try to a little bit be careful, okay? Okay, another technique things for this 3-minute technique is really show the rest at the first measure and second measure. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so every time when you have the rest at the beginning and the beginning of the second measure and third measure, really know you have to lift. Do not holding the notes through, and do not holding through your right hand either. Okay, really show the rest. Okay, now chord progressions. We want to find certain patterns in the chord progression. What we will do, the first step is we try to use one chord progression we have played before. So now quickly reviewing the F major chord progressions, and I already give it to you in the screen. So use that to review the chord progression in F major. We practiced it 2 weeks ago. So just this is for your left hand. Okay, use the correct fingerings and really try to notice what happened for the notes moving when you move from 1 to 4 or 1 to 5. Okay, give you 1 minute to reviewing and notice what the notes happening over there. Okay, and the reminder is this is for your left hand, right? So then if you want to do right hand, the fingerings may be the different. So let's stay on the left hand. Okay, now, Eric, would you like to just play for us 1 4 1 5 7 2 1? Can do a little bit slower.
Okay.
Very good, very good. Okay, everyone, we just reviewed the F major chord, right? Chord progression. Now, we find the patterns in the left hand progressions. Let's just stay on from the chord 1 to chord 4 chord. Okay, what's happening for every notes? So in order to really know the pattern, okay, I do the left hand. Finger 5, I mark the bottom note. Finger 3, I mark the middle note. And 1, I mark the top note. Okay, remember, let's look at the screen. From 1 to 4, your finger 5 stay the same key. And your finger 3 actually move half step up. So, which is your middle note, move half step up. And what about your top note, which is played by your finger 1? It is move from C to D, which is a whole step up. Okay, so I want you play from the F to B flat major, which is 1 and 4 chord in F major, to know your bottom note middle note, top note is move, your top note move half step up, and top note move whole step up, and middle note move half step up. Okay, so you can remember in this way. So your bottom note stay in the same, right? Your middle note and your top note move in parallel motion, meaning they move in the same direction. But the top note move a whole step up, and your middle note move a half step up. So they both move the same direction, but move the different step. Now, next one, when we do from 1 to 5, 7, let's analysis what's happening for your bottom note, middle note, and the top note. Okay, and remember this bottom, middle, top is for your left hand. Okay, do not when we do the right hand, it will be the same but reversing one. But let's focusing on the left hand progression first. So 5 finger, which is your bottom note, move half step down. And your middle note move half step up. And what keep the same thing, which is your top note, keep the same note. Okay, so when you do 1 to 5, 7, I would like everyone to think in this way. They move your finger 5 and 3, which is bottom and middle, move counter motion. And they move the same interval, which is all the half step. So one is half step down, another is half step up. Okay, so this is for F major. Chord progression 1 4 1 5 7 2 1. Now let's look at this summary together. So the patterns, the major chord progressions 1 to 4 is the top whole step up, middle half step up, bottom keep. Okay, 1 to 5 7. The top keep, middle half up, bottom half down. Okay, now I would like everyone to use this pattern to find your B flat major chord progression and E flat major chord progression and A flat major chord progression, which we haven't learned before, but we could use these patterns to apply to the chord progressions to any major chords. Okay, remember this is major chords, not minor. Minor will be the different one. So we just do the major right now. B flat major, E flat major, and A flat major. Okay, so I would like everyone to do the B flat major first. Okay, B flat major chord. This is the bottom note, right? And middle notes is D. And top note is F. Okay? So I already give you the bottom, middle, and top note. Now, try to find the correct notes in 4 chords as well as from 1 to 5, 7. Okay, maybe Daniel, you want to just try the B flat
Sure.
major? Yeah.
So do you want me to do 1 4 1 5 1?
Yes.
Okay.
excellent. Very nice. Okay, thank you. Okay, all right. Now, after you down the B flat major,
What are the notes for the B flat?
Oh, do you want me to
7?
say the notes?
you mean the 4-chord Kitty or 5/7 chords for B?
5/7?
5/7 chord. Okay, let's look at together. So B flat major chord, when we want to move 1 to 5, 5/7, what happens for your notes? Top note will be keep, right? And middle note move half step up to the here, and bottom note move down a half step, which is A, E flat, F. Okay, once you everyone down the B flat major, try E flat major. So E flat major, bottom note is E flat, right? I already marked here. Middle note G, top note B flat. Now, the chord progression where you really need to watch your keyboard, because that will help you to really knowing the step, half step or whole step moving. So that the place you really need to watch. Okay, so Katie, would you like to just try the E flat major?
Okay.
Back to 1.
One. Painful.
Okay, right. You could adding one chord, which is E flat major chord, one chord before you're doing 5/7 chord. That help you to really know the step.
Okay.
Okay. Once everyone's down, let's try A flat major. A flat major, we got bottom note A flat, middle note C, and top note E flat. Okay, Eric, would you like to play for us? You can do very slowly.
Okay. So,
Okay, be careful your one chord. A flat, C, E flat. Back to 1. Okay, would you like to just do your 1 and 4 is perfect? Would you like to do 1 to 5 again?
okay.
Right. Okay, very nice. So everyone need a little bit practice here. It's also kind of technique. Once it's also very beneficial when you do the harmonization as well as transposition. So the one of homework assignments is to play the chord progressions in those major keys: B flat major, E flat major, and A flat major. Okay, now let's look at the piece. So we
I
are
always wanted to learn this. Thank you.
okay, good to know. Very nice. Now, page 86, 8. 6, 8. So, I also want to give you a couple minutes to really read the music, not playing the music. Read the music, read like you're reading an article. So the notes are the words. Okay, read through that. What kind of information you got, and what the structure of that. I think there also is several marks over there. So why not just try to use these marks to help you to analyze this piece and find the similarities and the differences. I just have one question when you are reading. Okay, find the differences between the A to A1. So find the differences between all A's. What's the differences between A to A1 and another A1? Okay, couple minutes. And would you like to use your pencil to circle those places, which are the differences between A and A1? Even just the one rest or one note. But the rest has the same important role as the notes. And remember, we learned that Mozart said that feel the power of silence, so the rest is really important. Okay, and let's read the dynamic change after you're down finding the similarities. What's the dynamic plans for this piece? And you can find where is the climax in this piece. Okay, we find that we got the mezzo piano to start with, and in the major 9, it's mezzo forte, which is kind of climax places, and then back to mezzo piano. So very important relation shapes between mezzo piano, mezzo forte, and mezzo piano. Another thing for the dynamic change I would like everyone to notice is about the crescendo mark as well as the decrescendo mark. So we find the crescendo mark happens in the measure 1 to measure 2, which is accommodating with your phrasing mark, right? We learned before the high point of the first phrase, if you can watch the screen. Okay, the C is a high point. So we also got the crescendo mark to high point and decrescendo mark to the ending point. Okay, same as here. Crescendo to high point, decrescendo to the ending point in measure 4. And the A1, same thing. Okay, now B is all the mezzo forte, but be careful the decrescendo mark at the end of the phrase, which is measure 12, that probably decrescendo to the mezzo piano. Okay, those details are very, very important. Otherwise, the composer will not, to write down all of things right in the score, so that the composer's indication is really like the Bible for every pianist. Okay, so what's the key of this piece? Look at the front key signature. Alex. Good. Can I keep asking another question? Okay, so F major. Now, could you tell us what's the chord progressions in the measure 1 to measure 2?
Yeah, you're going to have an F, which is going to be
Dominant 5, 7, which is 5, 7. Okay, thank you. Very nice. So, Alex, tell us about the chord progressions in F major, which we just practiced, right? The F major chord progression. So I would like everyone to just left hand play the chords. 1 and 5, 7 and 2, 1. Left hand just play chord progression, but what your right hand doing is set rates the melody. So melody will be okay, so let's just set rates your right hand from measure 1 to measure 4. You could play your right hand first, and then adding your left hand chord progression with that. Okay, now let's play together. Everyone just play together with me. While we play, we will just play right hand. So while we play right hand, I will count out loud. And be careful about rhythm change in measure 3, okay? So let's do measure 1 to measure 4 together with counting. Really follow my beats, okay? 4 beats before we start. 1, we do slowly, okay? 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3. Rest, rest, rest. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and rest. Okay, now it's interesting. When we start from measure 2 to measure 3, the rhythm pattern change. Now I will play the two patterns for you. Now listen which one you think is correct. This time I'm playing without counting, so just listen, okay? I will start from measure 2. Okay, this is first one. Now second one. Okay, which one is correct?
Is it the first one?
Okay, so first you think first one is correct.
Yeah.
Other ideas? We just keep that other ideas. Okay, I saw two. Second one. Okay, Kitty, could you tell us why the second one is correct?
On the first one, you didn't hold those rests, and you didn't play eighth notes in the measure 3.
Right. Eighth notes pattern is need to be 1 and 2 and 3, and it's different than the second measure. Okay, now let's look another details. What happened for the E in the measure 2 to the another E in measure 3? I mean, focusing on the fingerings. 1, 2, right? 1, 2. It need to be finger substitution from 1 and 2. Remember, do not start with your finger 1, otherwise you will have trouble for crossing over. Very important, start the E in the measure 3. Okay, now let's play with left hand chord progressions at same time your right hand. Okay, 4 beats before we start. So left hand just chords. 4 beats. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's play one more time from the measure 1. 4 beats. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, so if you are not very sure about your measure 3, you change the subdivision counting in measure 2. So you will be doing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so we have and for eighth notes counting, remember. Okay, that's another one. Now look at the left hand from measure 1 to measure 2. What's the name for your left hand pattern? Remember?
The Alberti bass.
Right. Nice, very good. So we learned the Alberti bass technique last time. Da 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 da, but top, middle, top, bottom, top, middle, top. Okay, and use that technique when you are playing. So left hand alone. Twist twist your wrist left, right, left, right. Okay, try that. Your left hand. Okay, and use your left hand in measure 2 as a metronome things for your measure 3. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and that will be the same da da la da dee da 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 da. That will be the same things, same rhythm. Okay, now you try to play both hands together, all of things, everything's in the music. So left hand will change from chords to the Alberti bass. And be careful about the rest. We have the 8th rest as well as a quarter rest in measure 2, and again in measure 4. Now, when you play out notes, try to play with dynamic change. We want to play crescendo and decrescendo. So start very left. Rest, start last. More hit there and okay, more and less. All of your finger 1, especially the end of the phrase, finger 1, your thumb need to be light, very gentle. We want to hear this more, less. So your sound need to be gentle, not do not punch your thumb. So up with your thumb over there. Okay, all right. So we got the homework assignment for today will be practice chord progressions in B flat major, E flat major, and A flat major, and practice just only measure 1 to 8 for Looking Glass River. If you are already down, you could keep going to the measure 9 to 12 because that's only placed quite the contrasting paragraph in this music. In the Friday, we will be our last hearing session. So Friday, we will hear we played the technique which we already played. So we will do the 8 rest study, okay, which is 3-minute technique. And Gavotte need to include all articulations and be fluent. You could do a little bit slower because that is moderato, medium speed, not the allegro, not fast. So slower but with steady beat, no stops in between. And an A flat major scale with all correct fingerings, and please memorize the fingerings. So we cannot play with the watching the screen, the fingerings for A flat major. Any question? Yeah?
Will you send the diagrams that you had up today on the first, 5th, 5, 7?
Right, the chord progression. I will post in the Gotcho space for everyone.
Thank
Okay.
you.
You're welcome. That's all for today, and I hope everyone got some rest. I know everyone's tired this over there, right? So got some rest and enjoy the music we learned, the Looking Glass River. Okay, so bye everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.